Hey y'all, Organic Granny Lori here, and I am going to show you my Stitchy spot and my stuff and how I store my floss and my charts and all that sort of stuff today. And I'm really hoping this is not going to end up to be too dark. I'm doing this on my pad, and the front camera is better than the back camera, if that makes any sense. So when you're facing me when I'm filming myself, it is much clearer and less grainy, so I apologize up front if I'm not going to point you in the right direction. I am going to warn you that when I'm traveling that you need to close your eyes if you have tummy issues like car sickness or motion sickness, which I do. So just be aware at some certain point in time I'm actually going to walk through the house with my thumb over the camera so you can't be nauseous. I don't know. I'm goofy. Okay, so we're in my living room. This is my, we're just going to pan around here. This is my living room in my teeny tiny house. All right, and this is the largest room in the house, and this one is pretty much mine. Okay, it's where the TV is, and it's where the Christmas tree ends up, and it's the main living area in the house. We don't have a den or anything, it's just this living room. So all my Stitchy stuff is here, or most of it is. Some of it's in a closet. And so what I'm just going to do is just give you a quick look at the cabinets that I have, and then we'll go out in the sun porch and I will talk about my other storage things. Okay, so right now we're standing in front of one of the floss cabinets, so I'm just going to now take this off myself, and hopefully this is going to work. So bear with me, boys and girls. Here we go. All right, so this is an IKEA cabinet that I had purchased a while ago, and it's got glass doors. You can see my minion there on the bottom. Hold on with me just a minute. I'm going to change hands here. Watch yourself. Okay, so here's my cabinet. I've taken a couple of the boxes out because they're in the other room. They're all labeled. I have used Teresa the left-handed stitcher, her floss system of printed cards and snack baggies. So that's what's all in here. And then down farther we have other things like Weeks Dye Works and Sewing Notions and miscellaneous variegated and all sorts of stuff. So all that is floss. Okay, so now we're going to pan around the room. Hi. And we're gonna, that's stuff that all needs to go away. That's stuff that I don't want anymore. All right, so we're gonna walk over here. That's my sewing machine that my great grandmother sewed on, a treadle sewing machine, and it works, and now I just have to learn how to work it. Okay, so in this cabinet, same cabinet, I have boxes of hand-dyed fibers, Vicky Clayton silk over here. Let me see if I can do this without dropping you. This is all rolls, not rolls, what am I trying to say? Round things of floss. Yeah, noun. We lost the noun already. So these are full of those. And then we have some DMC up at the, or not DMC, we have Ada, rolls of Ada back there. Those are my stitching lights that I travel with. Here's some framing parts and pieces and some pearls. And then in this box down here is my fabric. And so fabric is not in any order, very poorly just shoved in there. Okay, and look, 2 empty storage boxes. bet you that won't last too long. All right, so there's my cabinet. We're going to swing around the room now. So there's my other cabinet with my minion. Okay, here we're moving again. We're now going to move to the stitching area. Now first we're going to look at my dog. Who doesn't care? Hi, Julie. Good girl. Okay, so this here is my, let's see if I'll back up a little bit and see if we can see better. This is my Needlework System 4 floor stand. I have a repurposed music stand here. It's a metal music stand and allows me to attach all my, let's zoom in a little bit, all my needle minders, and I have hooks. And it's got a delightful shelf I can just throw stuff on. And so then my PVC frame, cross stitch frame made out of PVC pipe. And then I just took some pine boards and made a frame so that I could set the PVC, I made arms, I guess you could call it. Made arms to hold the PVC frame on, and it allows me to stitch two-handed. I've talked about my Needlework System 4 floor stand before. It's very mobile, it's very light. I just wanted arms so I can use this because the clamp really doesn't hold the round things very well. And so I made something. And we have an OT light, and I also have another light. I need lots of light because I don't see very well anymore. So this is just your basic IKEA light, an OT light. And then over here, we're going to swing around a little bit. This is a hospital bed type rolling tray. And so that thing also elevates, and it's about as low as it gets right now, but it elevates if I need it higher. So that's my stitching area. We'll back up a little bit. And I just sit on a folded chair, and the folded chair happens to be the right height, and it's one of those wonderful Sam's Club folding chairs that the bottom is rubber or rubberized plastic, and so therefore it's a little squishy, and it's it's surprisingly comfortable. Okay, so then if I'm now swinging you around to show you what I look at. Ready? Turning. All right. There's my TV. That's what I watch. I watch FlossTube, and I watch NCIS, and so that's it. I think that's it for this room. All right, now we're going to travel. We're going to travel into the dining room, and I think I'm just going to cover up the camera for a second so we don't all get sick, okay? Hold on. So we're walking through the dining room, and we're going out into the sunroom and the sun porch. Here we are, out in the sun porch. There's my turtle tanks. I don't know where. There's my turtle. One turtle. Other turtle tank. Can you see her? I don't know if you can see her. She'll probably not be thrilled that I'm doing this. It's so hard for me to point. She's actually on a ramp. I don't know if you can see her or not. All right, moving again, putting my thumb over. Okay. All right, let me, what is that? Well, somehow I hit, oh, there we go. I hit something. and it was going to be very strange colored. Let me get you propped up right here. Close your eyes. Okay, here we go. That's pretty good. All right. So anyways, when we were in the other room, Stash Queen's Stash Enhancement Tag, then name one item you have purchased that was not meant for cross-stitch use that you have repurposed for your craft. That music stand. That music stand was an awesome find in the thrift store. It was $13. It was a killer deal. And it's metal, and I can attach magnetized things to it. And it's got that neat little shelf that I can just, not looking, just put sets of stuff on. And so that was a really awesome purchase. It even, you can move the top of it up and down. It was great. It was a great $13 purchase. Okay. So now, Teresa, now I'm doing the stash, yeah, and Stitchy Spot tag, but I'm also going to finish Teresa Little Stitchers tag. And we're just going to run through them real quick, and we'll incorporate the rest of my stash, show you all at the same time, okay? Do seasons affect your stitching pattern? No, not really. Seasons, a lot of it has to do because I work nights, so nighttime is just warmer or colder along with the dark. So no, seasons generally don't affect me one way or the other. You saw my floor stand. Do you prefer stitching with a lap stand or a floor stand or in hand? Again, thumbs hurt with arthritis, so I tend to put it all on my floor stand. Even my little hoops, I can put it in the floor stand. And generally I stitch two-handed, but you know, when I go to the pool, I don't haul my stand down there, so you know, I just stitch in hand then with the hoop. Do you prefer, which goes into, do you prefer stitching with a hoop, Q-snap, or frame? Prefer a hoop. My frame, Q-snaps, I have them, they're fine too. I can't hold on to them because they're too big. Do you use a stitching light or no additional lighting? Oh yes, lots of light, hot floor light, and the little IKEA one with the neck, and then I have one of those hammerhead shark top things that also clips on the music stand so I can shine it on the chart. So yeah, lots of extra light for me. Do you use a magnifier? Yeah, I didn't show you my my mag eyes. There's a picture of it on Instagram where it's just the, you know, the band, and then the rectangular magnification hangs in front of you. My husband giggles at me every time he sees it, but that's okay. He can laugh. It allows me to see 32 count, no problem. 32 count, stitched it over one. I didn't have any problem with the mag eyes and the good lighting. One-handed, two-handed, or both stitching, all of the above. Do you prefer to stitch alone in the quiet? Generally, okay, I ran through that. Sorry about that. Do you prefer to stitch alone in a quiet place or around family in a living room area? Well, that was my living room area, and generally I'm alone because Dearest is out in his barn where he can watch his sports and he can smoke his cigarettes and he can yell at the TV and it won't interrupt me at all. What's your preferred fabric? I have, and preferred count of that fabric. I have always stated that every project calls for a specific fabric, or there is something that you like. If you never, ever, ever stitch on anything other than 11 count Aida, and I'm not disparaging 11 count Aida, it doesn't matter. You can stitch on anything that you like and that you prefer. Do I have a preference? Well, right now I'm doing 32 count on Noah's sub, and that's comfortable. You know, that's comfortable for me. But really, it doesn't really matter. Have you lost your Stitchy bug? How many times? How did you get it back? I didn't stitch for years. It just comes back. It just, or it doesn't. Stern talking to. Stitching is therapeutic. We've all said it, or some of us have said it a couple times. It's a very therapeutic thing. Make yourself feel better. Do some stitching. Do you travel and stitch? Do you stitch on public transport, or is it a home hobby only? I take stitching to the pool. I don't take public transportation right now. When I did, I read, but I don't, no, because probably motion sickness. I probably wouldn't even read anymore. I'd probably listen to something, or yeah, I'd have to listen to something, because I don't think the motion would be not good. No. However, when I get there, I do have, this is my travel box. This goes down to the pool. It's just your basic Laich Industries. It's just your basic box. It's not watertight, but I mean, if I got splashed or something, it wouldn't hurt. And I have my, when I leave the house, these are 3.0s, so I can see what I'm doing, and if I'm sitting outside and use these, it's more than enough light and magnification for me. This is my Erica Michaels More Gingham Stitches Home of the Brave, and that's just got my hoop in it and my fabric in it. I have the dreaded, I think I'm going to chip my tooth spring hoop, and then another project in here with floss. And by the way, this is my chart, so I can show you chart and read it, Thread Heaven, and Sharpie and scissors, and so I'm good to go. If I had to race out the door and wanted to stitch something when I got there, this would be the thing that I would grab, because basically it has stuff in it. Okay, so how I store my stuff. Yeah, lots of stuff. Okay. Trisha the left-handed stitcher, I use her method. Oh, I'm going to have weird shadows. The sun has moved. Interesting. Okay. So Trisha the left-handed stitcher, this is her method. Okay. I have just, this is a photo box that I got at Hobby Lobby. Photo box at Hobby Lobby. You can get them on sale if you pay attention. They're $2 a piece. If not, they're $4 a piece. They're all the boxes are labeled, but you know, it's not permanent, so if I had to shuffle things around, I could. And so everything is in Trisha the left-handed stitcher, and I will leave a link down below. And what it is she has floss cards that you can print out. My dearest daughter-in-law, my only daughter-in-law, printed these out in color for me. And so then I just cut them up, and this is your basic cheap Walmart snack baggie. And so they all go in there, and they're all in numerical order, and they're, when I need it, there it is, they're all there. So I have a lot of floss. I have a lot of floss. So that's where my DMC goes, is in one of those, and it's just your basic photo box with the snack baggies and Trisha the left-handed stitcher. Okay, so then for my some of my specialty flosses, and these are ones that, you know, generally in a cotton, a lot of the designers are using Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Art sampler threads, and that's what this is what's in this box, part of them. So this is same photo box, and what I did is I just took a piece of cardstock and cut it, of course, longer than the width of the box, and then scored it so it would fold really nicely, and then just white glued it onto the edge of the box. And these are your floss away bags. And so I have these in in alphabetical order. And I have them in the floss away bag with a piece of that same cardstock. And by the way, everything I have paper-wise, I try to get acid-free. So this is acid-free cardstock in here. And I printed all my Trisha the Left-Handed Stitcher's stuff on same cardstock, acid-free cardstock. So, but this is all Weeks Dye Works, and they all fit in the floss away bags, and the floss away bags will fit 2 rows in the box. If you face it the other way, there's a lot of movement that they can do, and they shift around too much. I have found that this keeps them from shifting way too much. Alright, so then charts. Charts go in binders. This happens to be my favorite binder. This binder I got, it was a premium, I think. It was a premium. It's a Bucilla binder, and I think it came as a premium to, I've had this a long time when I worked at the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, when I worked at Sherry Ann Designs, and I think this was a premium somehow. This was in Mother's Stash, so I got it. And so isn't that pretty? And it looks like cross stitch. So, but I have one of these, and the rest of them are just in just plain white binders. And so I'll just show you. So everything's in plastic, in sleeves, and I know what's in here. I know what's grouped together. So I only have like 4 or 5 binders, 4 binders. So pretty much I know what's in each one. So there really isn't. There's no nothing's in alphabetical order. But like all the Bent Creeks are together, and all the La-Di-Da's are together, and freebies are all grouped together. And so I tried to get it so I, sort of sorted, but nothing. It's really weird how my obsessive compulsive need to have things in order doesn't touch some stuff in my world. So I'm goofy. Alright, so then this is a 3-liter made by Really Useful Products, and I found this in a in like an Office Depot, Office Max, Office something, and I've seen them since, so I know they're still around. This little thing holds my littler charts and my it's like my Lizzie Kate boxers. It'll hold CDs, so it holds CDs, and therefore it holds these. And so like I have this is a series. This is the Red Thread series by Bent Creek. Oh, I want to do this so bad. So I have, it's all in a baggie all together. Again, these aren't in any order, but I've only got that many of them. Okay, this happens to be a Zippies by Bent Creek, but they all fit in here, so they keep dust free. So that just goes on a shelf in a closet. Alrighty, last thing is if I have some things semi-kitted up, and again some like the red thread that I just showed you, I have all the floss is all in one of the photo boxes in the other room labeled, and so I know where it is and I can lay my hands on it immediately. Again, I don't have that much stuff, sort of. Anyways, this is a archival box. Again, acid free. It's an archival box. It's just got reinforced corners, and that's how big it is. And charts fit in it sideways. So, and I just have 3 of these. So like I have, you know, this is one that I've showed you before. Frosted pumpkin, Stitchery, and so it's got the material with it. So that's why it goes in this bag or in this box, because it's either semi-kitted or it is kitted. And you know, like I have this one, and this is Sweet Dreams, Teresa Lehman Designs. This is really pretty, and I have all the floss for this. And so there's its material. So I have, again, on one of these boxes, what I have done is I had a lot of this size charts. So this is my shepherd's bush that I have gotten recently, and this is also a kit and has all the stuff. Anyways, I have one of these containers divided in half that way, so that all of these I have 2 rows of these tight size charts in there. So obviously this really doesn't belong in that box. It goes in the other box, but it's okay. It's all right. I know where it is. I can find it. All right. So other than that, that was it. I did it in 30 minutes or less than 30 minutes. Sorry about taking so long to do it. If you lasted this long, thank you, thank you. Thanks to all my subscribers and watchers. And I just want to let you know, I am now over 100 videos behind. And I know I'm not the only one. And I'm trying so hard to watch everybody. And I'm trying really hard to find the new people and watch them. So don't think I'm not watching you. I'm like Santa Claus. Don't think I'm not watching you, because I am. I just may not have time to actually make a comment, and I'm sorry about that. I wish I could be Wendy Davis. Boy, she comments on everything. She rocks. Thank you, Wendy. That's very sweet. There's a lot of us out there that are watching everybody else's, but we just don't have time, or you don't have anything to say. But you do watch the videos, and I try to watch almost everybody's. I don't think I'm missing too many people, because I search for it every at least once a week. I search for floss tubers and cross stitchers. So hopefully I'm not missing anybody out there. I really appreciate everything. Thank you for your patience, and this is the first sunny day that I've had that I haven't had anything to do, and it wasn't raining, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it works. I'm going to look at the very beginning of this, and hopefully if it's not too lousy, I'm going to upload it. So thanks for watching, guys. I do have a stash video, but I'm not going to do it. I no promises, okay, because obviously I lie to you and tell you that I'll do it next week, and I never get to it, so let's not do that. Hopefully I'll do something really soon about yeah, what diet. Yeah, Laurel Ann and I are on the same boat. No diets. That's just Carolyn Mazio. Yeah, I'm with you. You just can't do it. I'm just not going to deny myself. Anyways, thanks again. Hope you have a wonderful stitchy month, and I look forward to your videos also. Take care. Bye-bye.